What's up, everybody? WestCoastLeaux here. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you for tuning in. If you're new here, hey girl, hey, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We love new friends around here. If you're returning, hey girl, I see you, boo. But as you can tell by the title of this video is going to be about why it is that I moved to Dallas, Texas, and a few of the pros and cons that I wish I would have knew prior to moving here. So let's get into it, baby. So let's start off as to why it is that I chose Dallas. So most people are like, you from why you come here? Don't get me wrong, I love my city. I love my city, okay? You can't tell me nothing. I'm willing to tussle about it, okay? But I feel like here I was able to flourish a little bit more. One of the main reasons that I tell people, baby, I was able to buy my house like that, okay? You couldn't stop us. The housing market out here is awesome. It's great. It is literally, I was reading something that said that Dallas was on the trajectory that Los Angeles was on pretty much 50 years ago. And I felt like my husband, I recently had also got married, and my husband had, mind you, he's a military vet. He's lived all around the world. Plus he kind of spent his high school years in Oklahoma with his grandmother. So he got a taste of that country lifestyle and he loved it. And me being an LA girl, boo, I'm like, oh no, honey, you can't just snatch me out of the big city and take me in the middle of the wilderness nowhere. Like, oh no. I've traveled. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you can see I usually go to like Dominican Republic, Aruba, Mexico. Bottom line, I'm going to the beach, boo. I'm not, the extra stuff, it ain't for me. So me and my husband pretty much felt like Dallas was a perfect balance between country life and city life. And honestly, I love it. And guess what? Prior to buying our house, I had never been here. I think I had maybe did a layover in the DFW or something maybe a couple years ago, but I had never actually toured the city, been here. I knew no one here. I was just like, we doing it. What's up? We out here in the world. I ain't got no kids. It's easier for me to get up and go. Let's do it. Let's do it. And not to say that if you have kids, it wouldn't be as easy, but it is a little bit hard. Yeah, bottom line is I was able to buy a house like it was nothing, and that's one of my main things that I always wanted to do was create generational wealth through real estate investments. And anybody who knows me knows that I'm a licensed realtor, and they also know that my family has a lot of properties. And if you guys watch some of my old YouTube videos, you can see I was in my old apartment, and that apartment is actually owned by my family. So it's I've been wanting to do this. I was born to do this. It was either this or the medical field, and baby, I ain't made for the needles. I ain't made blood. Miss me, okay? That was pretty much my reasoning as to why I moved here. Plus, I wanted to get out of a big, crazy city where it was just a lot of chaos, shall I say. And one thing that the best way I like to describe it to people is when you're from a place, you know where the fun trouble is, if that makes sense. You know where to go and do stuff that you probably don't got no business doing, but it's fun and all that good jazz. I needed to get out of that environment. I needed to go and do something else. So that's pretty much why I chose Dallas, and I felt like not only was the housing market up and coming, but I felt like it was one of the top 3 cities next to Atlanta, Houston, and thirdly Dallas that I feel like people of color were able to flourish. I feel like, mind you, I had just turned 28 at the time. I'm now 30. I've been here for 19 months, and a few of the things that I have noticed, a few of the pros and a few of the cons, let's go ahead and just get into those pros first, okay? Good news first. So the first thing is, compared to Los Angeles, anybody who's been on that 405, you've seen it on TV, you know that it takes you literally to get 20 miles, sometimes around 5, 6 o'clock. It can take you an hour and a half to get 20 miles. An hour and a half, okay? I'll tell you, out here, it ain't literally, even with traffic out here, traffic is on a freeway that says 70 and it's still going 55. That's not traffic to me. Everybody be losing their mind. I'm like, this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. I'm gonna be home in 12 minutes. This ain't nothing. Y'all mad that you can't be home in 5 minutes and you gotta get there. Right, this ain't nothing. Second thing was the food. Okay, so the food here is, girl, let me tell you. So I've gained 40 pounds living here in the past year and a half. I I know. I've gained 40 pounds. We've actually lost 10 pounds so far, so we at 30, okay? So, you know, you my business, so this our little secret. We up 30. We've up 30. Okay. This entire pandemic, and we need to lose this 30. But the food out here, bussin'. When I'm talking about, let me tell you, it's my dream. It's a fat girl's dream, okay? Okay, I like to eat. They got baked potatoes or barbecue stuff in it and a full rack of ribs on top of it. They got lambs. I don't even eat smothered chicken, but I feel like everybody and their mama out here can cook. Third thing, jobs. It is so easy to get a job out here. I feel like if you don't have a job out here, you are not looking for work. You don't want to work. You enjoy being there. To be honest, it's so many jobs. You can work from home out here easy. Because so many people are moving here. There's so many different people hiring. There's so many companies moving here to Texas in general. I know Tesla just moved here. There's a bunch of people here. Amazon. There are literally jobs everywhere, from every tier down to whether you're in real estate, whether you're in marketing, whether you're in, girl, if you want to just work at somebody's kitchen, it's a job for you around the corner, okay? The fourth thing that I enjoyed about here is that the diversity. I feel like I come already from a big melting pot. So when you go a lot of different places, you expect kind of, you know, to see a set culture of people. And I will say, because Dallas is growing, there's people from everywhere coming here. I've literally met people from almost everywhere. And people from about 5 different continents here. There are people from everywhere. The diversity is great. Everyone is awesome. Literally, I don't know why. Maybe it's because I come from a more aggressive place. You know, places like New York, Miami, bigger cities tend to be a little bit more aggressive, in my opinion. And I felt like when I came here, everybody was so sweet. People were saying, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. People that was 24 was calling me ma'am, and I was like, girl, I'm 28. Back up. Sis, I'm 28. Okay, I'm young. You don't gotta do that. The diversity, it was cool to see the diversity of people, young people especially, flourishing. And once again, like I said, my people of color flourishing here. So that was another big step that I wanted. I didn't want to just go to one place that was just dominated, you know, by a certain culture. I wanted to go somewhere that was able to grow and that I was able to grow with it. Number 5. Central flying. This is probably my favorite. Why? Because I'm on a plane once a month, bare minimum, going back home. I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to Jamaica. I'm out. So with that being said, the airport is my best friend. I basically need a job at the airport, girl. They see me so much. With that being said, the flights are much more cheaper and it's quicker to fly a lot of places. So considering being just on one coast, you gotta get way to the other side of the country. Being in Texas, you're central to everywhere. I was even looking into some trips to Mexico. It's nothing. The prices are great. The travel time is great. It's awesome. It's awesome. DFW, even Love Field, some of the easiest airports to fly out of. And I believe DFW may even be one of the biggest airports in the country. But I love it. Even when I was going back and forth earlier this year, I think I was booking tickets for like, the lowest price ticket I had ever booked since I've been here, I believe, was like $98 in October of 2021. And girl, why I missed the flight? So I had to get it credited. And I ended up still having to pay about I think about $210 at the last minute for a new flight, which was that was expensive. So imagine booking ahead of time, like flights $120, $160. It's nothing to get a flight. I'm telling you, best place to fly. The next one, as I already stated, girl, is the real estate. The real estate is everything. I don't let y'all look my business like that, but let's just say my property value, sis, we already looking into buying something else, okay? My property value, I will say for sure from what it was before, it has gone up about 43%. I'm gonna let that marinate. 43. Exactly. Okay. The real estate is booming. It's houses being built everywhere. Literally, half of the reason is because all these people are moving from out of state, from Chicago, from New York, from Cali, from Florida, Louisiana, out of the country. There's people moving here from everywhere. So with that being said, your property value is gonna run. It's running up. It's running up. Get in while you can, sis. Get in while you can. Get in where you fit in. You feel me? The real estate is awesome. All the houses out here are fairly new compared to a lot of other bigger cities because they're older cities. So usually they build on top of old. And because it's so much space out here in Dallas, there's just so much being built everywhere you look. There's construction everywhere. Also giving a lot of construction workers jobs. Going back, literally all of these things are playing into each other. So, okay, so the next one, y'all gonna love this. Y'all gonna love this. So the next one's gonna be no state tax. There is no state tax in the state of Texas. Out here living tax free almost. You feel me? Which is awesome because back at home, they want your soul on a silver platter. Okay? With them taxes, they want your soul on a silver platter. Says we ain't got time. We ain't got time. How am I gonna build this generational wealth and I gotta give you taxes? So the taxes is definitely one of my favorites. The next thing would be gas prices. So gas prices when I initially moved out here were $1.81. Since I thought we was in 1970 something because I was like $1.81. I ain't never seen gas be $1.81 in my life. I left Los Angeles. Gas was about $3.80 something maybe. I got here, it was $1.81. Girl, I was living large and in charge. It took like $25 to fill up my little car. I was like, oh, we in business, baby. We in business. Now that a bunch of things are happening in the world and it's a lot of madness and craziness and gas prices are raising, gas out here is now as low as about $3.50. But I'm kind of like, come on now. I'm kind of where I'm starting. But come on, Texas. Come on, Texas. They're still great compared to across the country because even when I went back home last month, gas out there right now is basically $7. So, and this is an oil state, so that does play a part in it. Okay, lastly, for my real hitters out there, you know, you're gonna love this one. So it is an open, carry, and conceal state. So being out here, you know, I gotta go places and I'm by myself. I ain't got no backup. You know, I'm the oldest of 4 sisters and, you know, we like this. I got a bunch of homegirls and stuff like that. So anything happen, I can make a phone call back at home. Out here, I ain't got no backup. The cavalry ain't coming. Okay, I'm a one-woman army out here, okay? In the grocery store, I'm keeping it tucked, okay? Okay. And considering a lot of things that were happening on the news and stuff like that, I was like, baby, I'm gonna keep mine. I'm gonna keep mine. I don't know about you, him, or her, but I'm gonna keep mine. I'm gonna keep mine. Okay? All right, you guys. So that now that you have heard a few of the pros and a few of the things that I enjoy about Texas, let's get into a couple of these cons, okay? And hopefully you still want to move to Texas even after I mention these. First one would be the toll roads. These toll roads will get you, okay? So even though they do have a lot of signage and things up so that you can know it's a toll road, literally, sometimes you ain't got no choice but to get on it, and they don't send you a bill immediately, okay? So that bill be running up, you'll look up, first toll bill I ever got. I almost broke down because the same day I was about to go buy some perfume and I was like, there goes my perfume money right there. So, first bill I ever got was $3.60 for a toll bill. And that was ridiculous. Like I have never seen nothing like that. And they're pretty expensive. They're like $2, $3. Like they're expensive. Okay, so be careful, be very, very careful. Those tolls will get you. That NTTA will get you, okay? Next, so the weather. Baby, this Texas weather ain't nobody's punk, okay? This Texas weather been beating me down, okay? I ain't got no time. I be wanting to get a suntan, but this Texas weather is trying to fry me. It's trying to fry, okay? And I ain't got time for this. Right now, lately, if you're in Texas or if you know someone in Texas, you know that their weather has recently been in the 3 digits consistently every day for about the past month. When I first got here, the extra coldness. I was here during that little ice age in February 2021. Bro, my pipes busted. I was in my house swimming, everything. Thank God I don't have a second story, so my pipes were all just surface level, and it was one under my sink. Then on top of that, thank God I also have marble floors and hardwood floors throughout my entire house. So to dry it up maybe only took a couple hours compared to people who had carpets, their ceilings caved in, and so on. That ice age, they said they had seen nothing like that. And I'm thinking to myself, y'all saying that same thing about this summer. Y'all ain't never seen nothing like this. Somebody lying. Somebody messing with some machines. Somebody doing something. I'm gonna get down to the bottom of it. And when I do, I'ma see you. So this Texas weather ain't nobody's pump. So I clearly made it here during all the extravagant records of weather. So I will say, if weather is something of a big concern for you, Texas might not be the place for you, because it gets extremely hot and it gets extremely cold. So yeah, this past winter, I will say it wasn't as bad as last winter. And I was overly prepped for this winter. I was like, they ain't gonna catch me slipping like they caught me slipping last year. Okay, I was ready. I was ready. So the third thing, like I said, as far as the construction was concerned, because the city is building up and there's so many projects being done and there's so much money coming to the city, there's construction everywhere, on every freeway, on every turn, on every ramp, everywhere is construction. It's a guy in an orange or green neon shirt everywhere you turn, okay? Everywhere, sis, they everywhere, okay? So that construction, it slows down a lot. It's a bit of an inconvenience. It causes the worlds to be a little bit extra windier than usual. It's not it. I can definitely do without the construction. I can't wait till they wrap some stuff up, but I'm not even gonna lie, it's some construction that's been going on since I've moved here, and I've been here for 19 months. About a year and a half, sis, okay? So get ready. So the next thing would be is there are no hills, okay? There are flat plains everywhere. Texas is nothing but flat plains, baby. No hills, no mountains, no none of that. So if you're a hiker like I am, or you enjoy going up into the mountains and doing stuff like that, girl, you're gonna find like a little hill, a little trail, not even a hill. We gonna call it a trail because it ain't even a hill. And it's probably one in the whole city, okay? And that's probably one of the biggest downfalls. And every time I go back home, I get so excited to see some mountains. I'll be like, look at the mountain, look at the hill, look at the stairs, look at this. I'll be so excited, like I'm a tourist at home. They have no mountains here, which is kind of disappointing, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. So the commute, everything usually, like I said, the traffic isn't so bad, but everything is kind of far. It takes about 25 minutes to get to downtown, and I'm on the outer suburbs of Dallas. So I'm about 20 miles out, so it takes me about a good 25 minutes to get in to downtown. And then mind you, a lot of the fun things are up and coming things, or things that they build. They're all over the city, so not even going downtown, going towards Fort Worth and even up towards Plano and the Colony and stuff like that, it's literally gonna take me like 40 minutes. So, but that's with no traffic. So, and if you also do move here and you're looking for an electric company, make sure that you get a solid electric company. There are a few dozens. I want to even say almost 100 or something, so it's a lot. Back at home, girl, it's, I think, Edison and DWP. You only have two. It is not controlled out here, so they can get a little crazy with your electric bill during the summer or during the winter, okay? So make sure you are looking out for that. Next, if you ain't never had allergies, sis, you gonna get allergies. It's pollen everywhere, flying everywhere in the sky. I ain't never had allergies. I ain't never been allergic to nothing. Sis, I be sneezing left and right. I chew, okay? It's horrible. It is horrible. And lastly, I would say registration and getting your license. That is definitely a big hassle. You have to go, not only, it's not even a DMV, it's like another office to register, and then you get your license from a whole nother office. So if I'm not mistaken, it was just a lot from what I remember. They had us doing a whole run around to different buildings. It's a one-stop shop back at home. All y'all need is one building, okay? We don't need all these places to go get no license, to go get registered. Just give me a one-stop shop. Make it easy. Make life easy on me. Make it easy for you. All right, y'all. So that was the video as to why I've moved to Dallas, why you should or you shouldn't move to Dallas. If you think that Dallas might be a place for you, let me know. Drop it down in the comments. Talk to me, girl. I talk back. But I do want to thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully it was useful to you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next time.